Hey there, my name's Jason. I wanted to share a really cool software project that's lately been helping to make a difference fight the coronavirus. It's called Folding at Home. According to their description here on their website, it says help Stanford University scientists studying Alzheimer's, Huntington's, Parkinson's, and many cancers by simply running a piece of software on your computer. The problems we are trying to solve require so many calculations. We ask people to donate their unused computer power to crunch some of the numbers. And now this is being used to fight the coronavirus. So you can check this out by going to their website. Here it's foldingathome.org. And this is actually similar to another project maybe some people have heard of called SETI at Home, which is the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. And it basically uses your unused computing power or your PlayStations or other devices to search all the background noise for any sort of extraterrestrial intelligence. So it's a similar project, but you can now use your gaming computers, and the better computer you have, the more helpful it will be to help fight the coronavirus. So it's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So we can start here by clicking on this website, foldingathome.org, and to go check that out. Here's their website here. You can check it out if you want to learn more about it. But we can click here to go start folding. This is where you would download. And as you see here, I can download different versions for Linux, as I am on a version of Linux. I'm using Manjaro. So here's the installers for Debian, Mint, and Ubuntu. But as you might notice, here's also Red Hat too, CentOS and Fedora. But there's no installer for Arch Linux or Manjaro, which is the first issue I ran into when I came here. So I clicked also here to go to the alternative downloads. And as you see here, here's the Linux versions here. But down here, there's also versions for Windows you can download, and Mac OS, and 32-bit Linux as well. But since I use Arch, there's actually a really good way to do that. And let's check in these notes down here. So we've already went through the first install step here to navigate to foldingathome.org/startfolding and choose the download option. But since Manjaro and Arch doesn't have a download option, I actually prefer this solution better. But because this is why I'm using Manjaro, and you'll see why in a second. But since I'm using Manjaro and it's a flavor of Arch Linux, there's no package available for me to download on their site. But thankfully this package, like almost every other piece of software, is available through the R, and the AUR is the Arch User Repository, and it can be installed with just one simple command. So just like pretty much any other issue that you can almost conceivably run into, there will probably be a page for it on the Arch Wiki. So if you check the Arch Wiki for the Folding at Home entry, you can see here their details. Now it says from the home page, here is the little quote I included at the top of my notes. But down here, it shows notes for installation, configuration, different ways to manage it, more details than you'll actually maybe need. So I tried to boil it down to the simplest install steps that you can follow at home here if you'd like to get up and running. So step one, and we can go through these together. So just to show how quick it is to get up and running with this on Linux. The first step here is we're going to install the AUR package. So let's get this going here. So we want to install this package here. I want to just see both of my notes at the same time. Okay, so we can use, I use Yay, you can use Pacman or whatever package manager you have for AUR. So since I use Yay, I will install the Folding at Home package. So we're right here on step one. So I will go Yay. And then the S flag is to install the package name, and I will type in Folding at Home. Clean build? Nope. Diffs to show? Nope. Just hit no. And then I've already installed it, so this is just going to go ahead and reinstall it, and just so you can see what it's like. And then it's just a quick install. It's only 10 megabytes, so. And then so also here's some notes to notice here. I have a GPU version of my NVIDIA driver that's capable of this. Since I have NVIDIA, I use CUDA. So this already is built in to use my graphics card. You can use CPU only if you don't have a graphics card, but if you do have a graphics card, you might as well go ahead and take full advantage of that. So if you have an NVIDIA driver, you're probably good, but double check the notes in the Arch Wiki for more details if you need them. Okay, so step number 2 is we just need to create a configuration for the software we just installed. So let's go through that now. So I will type in cd and then /opt/FAH, which stands for folding at home, right? And now we want to run a sudo command. So I can type in sudo, sudo, which means do as the super user. So basically run this command as root. And then /FAH client. And then --configure. And then here you can configure your username. So I'm going to put in Jason Martin. And then team number, you can have a team number if you'd like. I haven't set mine up yet, but if you'd like to join one, feel free. And then a passkey, you can set up a passkey if you would like. So I'm going to set one up right here. And then enable SMP. Enable GPU true. I want to enable both of these by default. And then the name of the configuration file, it's called config.xml. So I'm just going to go with the defaults. And then since I already created one, I'm just going to overwrite it. But the first time you run this, you will not have a config.xml file. So after that's done, you should have your config.xml file, and you can run ls command to see if it actually did create your config.xml. So I can type in config.xml. here, and we can see what this just created. So this has all of my values in here, and if you wanted to change anything, for example the passkey or your team number, you could just open it up in a text editor and feel free to make those changes. Okay, so now if you would like to start it, step 3, this is the last step to start the service with systemd. You can type in this, you can type in systemctl start and then folding at home.service. All right, and then let's run it, and then it's asking for my password, and that's because it's running it as root. And then afterwards we should be started up and ready to go. So now we can check on it. So how to check on it, right? There's 2 ways to check on it. You can check it through the terminal, or you can check it graphically. So since we're already in the terminal, let's check it out. We can type in tail to read the log, opt/fah/log.txt. And we can see what's going on here, and just this shows that it's actually working, right? And also, if we would like to go in the browser, we can actually have much more control over this. So let's click in the browser, open it up, and now we can see the management console here. And then here we can choose between what power we like, light, medium, or full. And of course, if you're running it full, it's going to suck more power in, and it's going to make your machine run hotter, probably degrade your hardware's overall life expectancy if you leave it blasting at full. You can also here choose if you want to set this on while you're working or only when you're idle. So you can choose what balance is right for you, and how much you want to contribute. You can also have it go on full, and then maybe when you want to play games, then turn it off. It's up to you. It makes it easy to come in here and turn it on and off. So once I just click start folding, it will get up and going, and then right here it'll show you your progress as far as how much it contributes towards the block of the solution that you're working on. And then after you solve a block, then you'll if you have an account set up, you can actually track your points and see how much you've actually helped to contribute to diseases and disease research. So anyways, I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I suggest just setting up folding at home. It's free, and you can make a contribution and make a difference helping to stop this coronavirus.